What's up, guys? It's another Market Watch here. It has been a while, but it's all part of the plan, guys. Just trust the plan here. We are going to be talking about Crystal's Revenge and later Magnificent Mavens, because I actually haven't really talked about it too much. We haven't done a Market Watch since the initial Market Watch, I think, for Magnificent Mavens. So we'll take a peek at how the set is doing as well. But spoiler alert for Battles of Legend, Crystal Revenge. I always get that wrong too for all the sets. I always pluralize the second part, but make the first part singular. So it's like, I always say Battle of Legends, Crystal's Revenge, instead of Battles of Legend, Crystal Revenge. It's weird. It's a little tidbit. I don't know. I just kind of realized that. But I probably spelled it wrong too, now that I think of it, in all my videos. So go back and see. I don't know. Maybe I have. Anyways, so we did get a whole bunch of Starlights in the set, and that was really the biggest draw. And that's probably going to be one of the bigger issues this set has, actually, as we talk about it. But all the Starlights are doing pretty well, actually. The cheapest one seems to be Blackwing Armor Master, which honestly is to be expected. It's a Blackwing. It's very niche. And, I mean, is it a good card? I don't know Blackwings too well, guys. So let's see. One Blackwing Tuner cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. At the end of the damage step, this card attacked a monster, you can place one wedge counter. You can remove all wedge counters from your opponent's monsters. The attack and defense of those monsters, I mean, it's not good, it's not bad. I think it's kind of like, it's just decent. Actually, I'm kind of curious what the Assault version adds to it, because I kind of remember the Assault version having a similar effect. But anyways, we're not doing like meta stuff, and really I'm a normie. So the whole point of this video is to kind of talk to you guys about how terrible the set is. So if you guys don't remember, this is going up against Brothers of Legend, right? Last year we had Forbidden Droplets, we had on release, we had the Dark Magician, not the Dark Magician, Magician Souls, and we also had two evil heroes, Evil Hero Malicious Bane and Evil Hero Dusted Gold, that were really, really good drivers for the set. Now, reprints did kind of make the set tank a lot, but initially it was really, really good. Not so much here. So we have access code. That is the only saving grace, the only selling point for meta players, for people that are trying to make a profit, essentially, right? If you're trying to make a profit from this set, if you don't pull access code Talker, then you're probably not going to make profit. You can even see here, a box is $52. That's really fucking low, considering it came out about not even 2 weeks ago. That is pretty bad, guys. However, it's not all doom and gloom, right? We're gonna discuss a little bit more on why in a bit, but let's kind of see how the market is treating this set. I mean, access code has been sitting about sub 30 since release, really. I don't like the pre-sales, guys. Those are sucker prices. You'd never pay pre-sales, even if the card is good, and even if you kind of, like 95% of the time you're probably going to lose money. Don't buy pre-sales, right? Like that's my advice. I don't know why I'm zooming in here, but the second most expensive, honestly shocking to me, is Toon BLS. That is pretty crazy. I mean, I think before this reprint, I mean, it only had one printing as well, but I think it was like a $40 card, or almost $40. So I guess it makes sense. And then the third highest is Celine. And actually, okay, so the fourth highest is going to be your giveaway. I'll put a little overlay of what you guys are going to potentially win. The giveaway is for my 350 sub special. I was just kind of busy. I did realize I went over the goal, and I also did realize that actually it was kind of neck and neck. The poll that I did for the giveaway was pretty darn close. It was like 50% of the people wanted a giveaway, and then 50% didn't, which was kind of weird, but I get it. I mean, kind of doing giveaways all the time, it's kind of annoying. I might have to come up with a process that's less annoying later on when I do more giveaways, but that you guys will be able to win a Borreload, the Savage Dragon. So the rules are, you have to be publicly subscribed. Google that if you don't know what that means. You have to be you have to like the video. You have to be a US resident or at least have a mailing address in the US, I cannot ship it outside the. I can, but it's exorbitant amounts, and I just don't want to go through that hassle. And then the fourth thing, you have to comment on this video and put anywhere in the description, anywhere on the comment itself, the phrase, and I'll put it here in a little overlay for you guys in post, 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥. If you guys don't put that in your post, I will not know that you entered the giveaway. So basically, you know, that you just do that, guys. Because a lot of people, I will say, don't do that from the past giveaways. And hint, hint, I don't consider you guys because it's all automated. I created a script, I created code that will not even look at your comments. So just FYI, it's not even me doing it. I blame the bot, bro. I blame the bot. But so I mean, continuing with how horrible this set is. The first page, we're already hitting 99 cents, guys. That is fucking crazy. Now, the good news. I don't think this set is going to be trash long term, considering we have a lot of good reprints. However, that is all up to Konami. If Konami does reprint to hell the cards that are in this set, then obviously the set will be tanking. We've seen that with Brothers of Legend. We had that set had like a lot of really good. It had a really good long-term potential. Had a really good short-term potential too. I forgot about Nibiru. Even on release, it was a $10 card, which exceeds the second most expensive not normie rarity card in here. It's Toon BLS. So even though Brothers of Legend did kind of lose out majorly long term, short term, actually, I kind of made a little bit of profit because I did pull a decent amount of Forbidden Droplet. And again, that was like $100 on release or soon after release. For a little bit, you could have made a lot of money off just Forbidden Droplet. And it's just not the same here. I think it's going to be the inverse here. But again, it's all up to Konami. We have Chaos Space is a really good card that only has 2 printings now. We have EN Shuffle, an amazing card for hero players, assuming we don't get reprints. And F-Zero, I know we're not really in an Xyz meta, but this card is really fucking busted if you have a deck that can actually utilize it. It's a really good card. Borolo Savage, we got Access Code even. Toon BLS, yes, Toons are not strong. They're not meta. They're probably not going to be meta anytime soon. But, I mean, we've seen it with Toon Chaos. All those Toon cards, all the high rarity, I should say, Toon cards were really expensive. I mean, even Toon Bookmark was like a $15 card, I think, at a point as an ultra. So this set long term, if there's no more reprints around the corner, is going to be really, really good, guys. Fusion Destiny, I mean, honestly, I'd buy this at $2 right now, just because, I mean, we've seen a super rare of this card going up for $20. Yes, the DPE package is kind of, I wouldn't say dead, but it's not being utilized as much as it used to be. But I mean, even that potential, hero players are nutty, guys. Just buy Fusion Destiny and profit off us hero players. Second page here, I mean, all the Doodle Beast as well. DD Crow is also really good, worth investing. 90 cents. I think I did a market watch or something similar where I saw all the copies of DD Crow and they were all above $5. Now with the reprint, of course, they're going to be lower, but think about that, guys. Like 3 weeks ago, the cheapest copy was $5. Now you can get a 90-cent DD Crow as an ultra rare for 90 cents. So I would definitely recommend picking that up if I were you guys. The Doodle Beasts really do have some cult following. It is a cute card, and it is 98 cents at 94 listings already. So I mean, I'm just giving you guys a little bit of heads up here. Revive King Hades, whatever you guys want to call it, 2 reprints or 2 printings, and it's at 45 cents. It's not the best card, but when you have cards that even look cool, that are interesting, that people want to buy, and there's not that many options. I mean, how much is the other card? $10. Holy shit. Actually, is it 9? No, it's $18. More, probably even more, actually. Okay, so that's light play. Yeah, it's about $22, we'll say, or 21. Okay, maybe 20. All right. I don't like the way TCG Player does that. It kind of it tricks me, but All right, so yeah, it's worth picking up, guys. It's an interesting card, and people like interesting cards. People will try to use interesting cards. We have even the Crystal Wings, the Advanced Crystal Beast. All of the foiling of the Advanced Crystal Beast is really cool. Collectors are going to dig that. Crystal Beast players are going to dig that. There's because you can, it unlocks a different avenue for the Crystal Beast deck. You don't have to be playing the normie Crystal Beast. You can now go with the Advanced Crystal Beast. Even throw in Rainbow Dark Dragon in there, because all of them become dark with Advanced Dark on the field. So honestly, if there is a lot of really good long-term value here, as long as there's no further reprints, and typically that's what happens. Brothers of Legend was a weird one. They reprinted a lot of stuff from Brothers of Legend very, very fast. However, that doesn't normally happen. Heavenly Spheres, 40 cents, guys. So Hero Revenge, that's really my baseline on all these Battle of Legend sets, because this set had no gimmicks. There was no Starlight. There was no thousand year rarity or whatever the hell they called it. There was no gimmick, right? It was just straight up imports and reprints, and they were all either secret rare or ultra rare. No gimmicks. And for the longest time, the set held so much fucking value. BLS for the longest time was like $70. Trap Tricks for a while was $25. It just very recently, and Mavens got a reprint. So that's what I'm saying. These cards barely get reprints. Widow Anchor barely gets a reprint. How many copies are there actually? 3? 4. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Brothers of Legend was a weird one. They reprinted the Evil Heroes and Magician's Souls really fast in season 3, which was I think they kind of backed themselves into a corner, because if they didn't include those cards in season 3, then it wouldn't be season 3. Those are the chase cards. That's why you would even want to print or make the set season 3. They kind of screwed themselves by including them in Brothers of Legend. And really, if they also didn't include it in Brothers of Legend, what would have they included in? Because what other cards would they include to replace them, right? Really, those cards did sell Brothers of Legend with Forbidden Droplet and Nibiru, but that's another point. So anyways, moving on here. I mean, Utopia 93, I think this just got reprinted as well. Let's see. It was reprinted in Magnificent Mavens as well. See, and this, when did this set come out? 2020? I think, or was it 2019? Can I take a peek here? Can I take a gander? It doesn't tell you when it was released. Really, TCG player? All right. I mean, I would go to my website, but I'm lazy. So, all right. So, I mean, even Summon Limit was a $7 card at a point, if I remember correctly, before it got reprinted fairly recently here. $8, $9, dude. Battle of Legend sets do hold long-term value, because a lot of the stuff will not be printed again. I don't know why they do that either, and that's kind of the pattern I've noticed. They print something in Battle of the Legend and then kind of forget about it. We just barely got Vision Hero Increase and Forest, but I think Forest was going for like $30 at a point before. Holy shit, even $52, guys. That is actually pretty insane. I don't remember that, but the whole not getting a reprint for like 2+ years really drove the price of this card. So that's what I'm saying, guys. There is hope for Crystal's Revenge. It's just that the short term right now, it's just not doing it, and it's really not doing it for me either. But at $52, I think it was, for a box, maybe you guys should invest in it. And there's definitely a lot of singles, and I'm the guy that's just says buy the singles. I would recommend buying the singles, but you guys can do whatever the hell you want to do, and then make some profit in the end, because I really do think a lot of those cards are going to go up in value. So anyways, I did promise Mama Titties, the titty fucking set. All right, so how is this set doing? Spoiler, it's also doing crap. So the what's it called? The Pharaoh, all the Pharaoh rares are doing pretty well, but I think the problem with this set, and it's also a problem with Crystal Revenge, they had so many choices for Pharaoh Rare and Starlights in the case of Crystal Revenge, but they didn't increase the chances. At least I didn't see that. I don't think it was more than one per case for Starlight, and that's usually the trend, right? Like last year in Brothers of Legend, which had 2 Starlights, it was one per case, or about one per case. I actually had a case that didn't have one, so it's probably, you know, on average 1.5 or something like that. I think that's what people say, right? I don't think that changed with Crystal Revenge. So you have a bigger pool of Starlights, but you have the same amount of odds, and it's just terrible all around. Again, I could be wrong. I actually haven't seen a ratio video. I think they're if they made like a short video about it, maybe, but it is kind of boring to watch people and then kind of like skipping through most of the video and whatnot. But it is what it is, I guess. I haven't really seen any hard ratios on it, but I do also know Magnificent Mavens had some very, very low odds of pulling a Pharaoh Rare. And again, a bigger pool comparing it to King's Court that had 3 Pharaoh Rare. This one has 18, I think, or 16 to get from. And again, there were cases. I got a case too. I bought a case that didn't have any. I bought 2 displays that both had 1. So it's, the ratios are just so stupid. It's like Ghost from the Past second haunting, but I think it's worse because there's more options here. There's 18 or 16 Pharaoh Rare compared to, it was 10 for Ghost Rare for the second haunting, and then we also had 10 Starlights in the in Crystal's Revenge. But I think it was worse in Magnificent Mavens, and the prices do kind of reflect that. I mean, you see Dark Magician Girl at $500. I don't know why the ultras are doing more than the secret. That's kind of an inverse of what we saw from the Egyptian gods in King's Court. But I mean, sure, I guess I prefer the secret rare, honestly, but they're both expensive as fuck right now. I do actually want to pick up a Sealed Void Kelkos. That's like my little guilty secret here. I don't know why. I just want it. I don't know. But I mean, comparatively, this is $400 and this is $100. That's pretty insane. But we're not going to be talking about the Pharaoh Rare, because honestly, you're not going to pull one. So who the fuck cares, right? Are you going to profit from a box? And the answer is probably not anymore. So this is kind of what Brothers of Legend had last year's Battles of Legend set. It opened up really, really well. I mean, we had basically everything here evenly matched to infinite impermanence stayed about the same. It hasn't really fluctuated too much. I think evenly matched actually was about $13 at a point. Again, we're ignoring pre-sales here. Yeah, like $13. All right, so after that, it just leveled off at 10, but everything else, about kosher. And then we have all the Ishizu stuff that it tanked like fucking so bad, dude. Okay, so this is half of what it was on opening. It was about $11, and now you look at the front page and it's like the same problem as Crystal's Revenge, where you're touching very, very low numbers, except this one is still in the triple digits, not in the single digits. And I mean, I guess that's better than Crystal's Revenge, but it's still pretty bad. I'm actually kind of surprised this BLS is doing that much. And actually, I'm also kind of surprised that Harpy's Feather Duster, because of the alt art, is not doing better. I'm going to be picking up some copies of this, by the way, because I just don't see it not going up in value long term. But I mean, you see here, you have to go to the second page to get the rest of these Ishizu stuff, or to see the price, because I am buying some Ishizu crap, and it's $1 for this guy. This was about $5. This was also about $5. Actually, you know what? No, this was about 10, wasn't it? Okay, maybe not. There was one card. There were 2 Ishizu cards that were actually doing pretty well, and then the other 2 were about $5. But you can see here, 94 cents. This was a $5 card. They fell hard, boys. And that's kind of like the other end of this. This set, like I said, opened really well and then just fucking tanked. But there's also the upside. There's really good reprints in here. We got Widow Inker, which I invested heavily in. Actually, I bought like 40 copies of this. It's only has, we've seen it already from Hero's Revenge, 4 copies. It's a really, really, really good card for an archetype that has a cult following. So it's definitely poised to go up in value. 𝗦𝗘𝗗𝗜𝗔, same thing. I haven't bought any, but it's poised to do something. 3 copies. We did see the ugly gold. I know people are gonna hate me for saying that, but the ugly max gold version was $10 at a point. Yeah, there we go. Insane, guys. So at 50 cents for an ultra rare, I would pick it up, guys. 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗔 restrict. Hey, we're talking about everything. 3 copies, right? Yep, 3 copies. And the ultra rare, was it the ultra or was it the secret rare? I mean, I guess both were pretty expensive, but because of 𝗦𝗘𝗗𝗓, I think it was, right? It was what some recent meta deck basically using this with instant fusion, and it was insane. 50-60 bucks, and now it is 55 cents. Come on, guys. There's a lot of potential here. Even instant fusion at 30 cents. God dang. Honestly though, do not sleep on Secret Village of the Spellcaster. This card is busted. It should be banned. We just need like a really good spellcaster deck to abuse it, and I mean, hopefully Konami bans it then. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking into creating an IRL deck for 𝗦𝗪𝗓 involving this. I've seen some videos from like 𝗦𝗪𝗓 and 𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 use it. It's either one of them two, I forgot, but they're both really good hero players, and they made a deck recently with actually they've done multiple decks with 𝗦𝗪𝗓 and this spell, but I kind of want to do an IRL one and go into a tournament and see how it works out. But I don't know, tournaments do take a long time, and I just don't have enough time. So there's a lot of good reprints, guys. So I guess that's the market. There's both of these sets are actually really good. It's just that it's kind of different for both, right? So Magnificent Mavens started off really strong, tanked really early, but there's a lot of potential there. Crystal's Revenge, it's starting off really weak, but there's potential there, and it should go up in value, assuming, again, for both cases, that Konami doesn't reprint these cards fairly recent. But that's the video, guys. Enter the giveaway, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.